Hey guys, it's your girl Stephanie and I'm back again on your screens with another video. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, stick and stay with us, leave a like, leave a comment, and let's dive right into today's video. So in today's video, I'm going to be making a custom made fan for a friend's wedding. Let's go. So these are the things I'm going to be needing. Her wedding colors were burgundy and gold, so I went with some burgundy feathers and a gold sequence ribbon. I also have some scissors, some glue, pencil to line out. I have glue stick for my glue gun. Also have this gold ribbon right here. I also have a rechargeable fan. So these are the things I'm going to be using for the fan. And also a cardboard to cut out my frame for the fan. So I already have a cutout frame, so that's what I'm going to use. To cut out the frame, I measured a 12 by 12 inches on the cardboard, and then I cut out the corners round to get the frame. I'm going to trace out the circular part of the rechargeable fan into the base of my frame, like so. And then I'm going to cut it out just to get the frame holder enough to fix in the rechargeable fan. Careful not to damage your frame or bend your frame, because a bendy frame is sure not going to be able to hold up the rest of the accessories. So we don't want a bendy fan, do we? So make sure you cut it very carefully, fix in the fan to see if it fits perfectly. So you size it well to get a perfect fit. So I'm going to move on to the stem of the rechargeable fan. I'm going to cover it with the gold sequence. So I measured it up around it and then I cut it up, and I'm going to glue it to the stem. Do not use too much glue because it's going to leave a mess, and be sure to be very careful because the glue is extremely hot. So you carefully glue the sequence to the stem and cut off the excess. Also be sure to cut out an opening for the charging port to be able to charge the fan in case the battery runs low. I lost the video of me cutting out the opening to the charging port, but it is located by the side of the stem. So you cut out a very small opening to be able to fit in the charger. Now to secure the fan and frame in place, I am going to glue all around the fan and the frame to keep it very, very secure. I don't want it moving around because the accessories that I'm going to be building on top of the frame needs the fan to be strong enough to hold it up. Be sure to glue both sides just to keep the frame in place. So be sure to glue both sides. Now moving on to the feathers, I am going to be gluing the feathers all along the frame. So I'm going to measure it out and then cut it and then glue it on. Be sure not to use too much glue to make a mess. Don't use too much glue. A little goes a long way. Also be careful with the glue gun. I bent myself countless times doing this, so please be very careful. It gets hot. The hot glue dries up so fast, so you have to be very, very quick. So you apply the glue and then you lay the feathers on top and press gently. So the first laying is done. You keep repeating the same process for about 3 or 4 times, depending on how full you'd want your fan to be. In case you're wondering how many yards of feathers I used 6 yards of feathers. So if you're going for a much more fuller look, you can go in for like 10 yards. If you want a less fuller look, you can go in for like 4 yards. At about 4 lanes, this is how full my fan was looking, so I was okay with it. I didn't complete it to the very core of the fan. I just moved on to the back to repeat the same process like I did in the front. After completing both sides, this is how your fan should be looking. Now we're going to go in with the gold ribbon or bias or whatever it's called, I don't even know. So I'm going to be gluing it all around the fan in a circular manner. So let's go. The gold ribbon is going to be covering the remaining part of the exposed frame. It's going to put the whole fan together to make it look so nice. So you guys wait for it. Use enough glue, but not too much glue, because it's going to leave a mess, trust me. If you go in with too much glue, it's going to leave a nasty mess. So I'm going to take this opportunity to wish you guys a happy new year. May God see us through this one and many more years to come. Amen. Once the front is done, you're going to turn the fan over and do the same thing at the back of the fan. So moving on to details on the fan, I'm going to cut out stripes from the gold sequence ribbon, and I'm going to measure it out and glue them onto the fan to give it a very nice golden details. For gluing down the gold sequence, I used the B6000 glue, but you can also use the glue gun if you have one with a smaller tip, because you don't want to leave a mess on the detailing. So I preferred the B6000 glue because it has a much smaller tip and it dries off easily and much more firmer without leaving a mess. Not gonna lie, it's a little bit time consuming because you need to be patient to have the right measurement to get everything aligned well, and to also wait for it to dry on perfectly so it doesn't move around. I ended up using a blow dryer to help me dry it off faster. Once you're done with the back, you're going to be moving on to the front and repeat the same detailing there. This time around it was quite fast for me because I had the blow dryer to help me dry it out faster, so I moved through it so quick. Once it was dry, I had to cut off the excess feathers because I'm not gonna lie, it was looking a bit chaotic, so I had to cut off some feathers to bring it together. And at this point I started breathing right because it was coming together well. This was my first time trying out something like this, and I think I did great for my first time because I'm not gonna lie, for a moment there I thought I was gonna mess things up. Plus I promised the bride I was gonna get this done in time, so yeah, I think I did well, and if I should do this again, it's gonna be easy peasy for me. So I glued on some mini flowers onto the fan. I was looking for a burgundy color and I think I got two different shades. It wasn't exactly the shade of the feather, but I think it worked well. So I glued some stripes of the sequence ribbon onto the fan to give it that detail you're seeing over there. So yeah, guys, this is the final look. This is the final look. What do you guys think? It's looking so nice. And trust me guys, it works both ways. You can use it to fan yourself this way, the manual way, or turn on the fan. Both works. So this is the bride, guys. This is the beautiful bride. Look at the bride, looking so nice. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me to the end of the video. Catch you in my next one. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and if you haven't subscribed guys, please do all subscribe. Thank you so much. Signing out. Bye.